so today I'm coming to you with my wrap up of the Biannual Bibliothon, summer 2016. I'm so upset that it's over again, and yet again, did I manage to complete all of the challenges? No. Not all of the reading challenges or all of the video challenges. I think I've completed all the reading challenges in the past, but unfortunately I didn't manage it this time. I always use excuses, but like I just feel like I need to explain myself. I was at school all week on the 2 days that coincided with the weekend, so the first day, which was the Sunday, and the last day, which was the Saturday. On the Sunday, I had work for 5 hours, and then afterwards, I did actually read quite a bit that day. I just kind of sat down. I had no work that I needed to do. I was like, okay, I'm in the reading zone. And then on Saturday, unfortunately, I had a university open day that I had to go to. And in terms of the videos, there were some challenges which I just wasn't feeling inspiration for. Today I'm going to wrap up all of the books that I read and give you my total page count. I think I managed to complete 5 out of the 7. For the first challenge, which was the group book, I read The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. But I also managed to complete another challenge, I sort of think. There was another challenge which was read a book that you've been putting off for a while, and Morgan Matson is not my favorite author. I've only read one other book by her, and that was Amy Rogers' Epic Detour, and I was not a fan. So I can say that I've kind of been putting this off because I did get it in May and I haven't read it yet, but I can say that I sort of put this off because if I didn't buy so many books, I think I'd read them as soon as they arrived. So I think this sort of counts as a book that you've been putting off, and I think if it wasn't for the Biannual Bibliothon, I wouldn't be reading this for a really long time. But anyway, I really enjoyed this book, but I did only give it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. There were a lot of weird spelling mistakes. I know that it's not the author's fault, but they should have been more thorough when they were going through it and fixing things like that, which was a bit annoying. But that's not really why I knocked it down the 1.25 stars. It was mainly because I found the story very predictable, and also some of the things that they did for me didn't really seem like a 17-year-old girl would do those things. For example, setting up specific rules that you can't go further than kissing with guys. I really don't think that's what people would think, because I feel like it would just be like in the heat of the moment you do whatever. So I feel like setting up those specific rules was unrealistic. The next book that I completed was the Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. This completed 2 of the challenges, which was to read a book from a different format and to read a book with your favorite mythical creature in it, because obviously I love Shadowhunters. They're one of my favorite mythical creatures. I finally finished this. It took me so long. I started this book in September of 2014 and I finally finished it, and I really enjoyed it. I only give it 4 out of 5 stars because it is a little bit like reading a textbook at times. But in this book, you have little like side notes from like Jace and Clary and Simon, and they were all really funny to read. I really liked it. I loved learning more about this world. I really feel like I have a thorough understanding of the world now, which maybe I didn't have before, but I'm pretty sure I have, seeing I read 9 books and 10 novellas all set from the same universe, and I have another book to read from this same universe. The next and the final book that I completed during the readathon was The Crown by Kira Cass. I had already started this when we went into the readathon, and I only finished it because I was about halfway through and I didn't want to stop halfway through, so I thought, okay, I'll just finish this. And I'll give this book a 4 out of 5 stars, I think. I definitely enjoy this more than The Heir, but it will never live up to the expectations of the selection, because the selection was great, and I think I gave all those books 5 or 4.5 out of 5 stars, whereas The Heir, I didn't like The Heir at all, and this was only a 4-star book because it was predictable and it was just way too convenient, and it was wrapped up way too quickly. I feel like we didn't get a proper ending. I think she could have easily added on like 100 pages to this. It was too short in my opinion personally, and this completed the challenge of free choice. So these were the 3 books that I managed to complete during the readathon, and I did actually start some other books also during the readathon. I read about a total of 55 pages of Beauty Queens by Libba Bray, and when I got to page 60 of this book, all of a sudden I turned the page, and instead of it being 61, it was page 30. So the next 30 pages were ruined, and so something's gone wrong with my copy. I don't know how, but they messed up when they were printing it, and I'm trying to get a new copy from the book depository because it's just really annoying. I don't understand why this has happened, but there was obviously a printing problem, so I wasn't able to complete this. This would have completed the challenge of free choice, but obviously I already completed that with The Crown. The next book that I started but was not able to complete was More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This would have completed the challenge of read a book recommendation from one of the hosts, as well as reading a book from a new author, because I've never read anything by Adam Silvera, seeing that this is his debut novel and his next novel hasn't come out yet. I am only on page 62 and I started this yesterday. And the other book that I read a lot of during the week was Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. After finishing The Crown, for some reason I didn't count that as my free choice, so I thought, oh my god, I needed a free choice book because obviously Beauty Queens wasn't working out for me. So I downloaded the audiobook of Lair of Dreams because I also had a new Audible credit, and I just finished The Diviners, so I downloaded Lair of of Dreams so I could listen to something on my way to school. Then I just really got into it, and then it finally hit me that I didn't need to read that book. I had other books that would have completed challenges. I read a lot of Lair of Dreams, like I practically finished it. I think I had about 8% left of the book by the end of the readathon. I read 92% of Lair of Dreams during the readathon, and I've now finished that, but I'll just talk about that in my July wrap up because it's not applicable to this. But yeah, overall I read a total of 1,472 pages, as well as 3 books and the majority of a 4th. I wasn't as successful as I wanted to be, but I did complete 5 out of 7 of the challenges. Please let me know how you did in the Biannual Bibliothon down below. That's going to be all for today's video, and I'll see you all very soon with another one. Thanks for watching. Bye!